Who will be Nick Walker's next prep coach, or will he be flying solo? If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Okay, everybody uses a prep coach these days, so we would expect Nick Walker, who at the moment is without a prep coach, will be going somewhere out sometime soon. Some people think that some of the top coaches wouldn't want to work with him, considering what's transpired with him recently, but I don't think that's so much the case. Some people thought maybe someone like Chris Aceto would be good for him. I think that would be highly unlikely. Chris Aceto on RX Muscle talking with Dave, the question came up. He didn't sound like he'd be too much interested in it. He didn't sound like he's interested in taking on anybody else, period, at this point. He's content with who he's working with. And then you have to take into consideration he's with not only Andrew Jack, Derek Lunsford. That wouldn't go too well. Now, a few weeks ago, I did hear some whispering that he might be working with Chris Tuttle, but since then I haven't really heard anything about that. I suggested maybe someone like Patrick Tua. Patrick Tua came to my mind because he does have a track record of bringing guys to the stage condition. Now, thinking about it more, I'd say he's probably better off with someone closer to home. Started thinking, you know what? John Jewett might not be a bad choice. Right now, Sean Clarita left Stephen Kinzel and is working with John Jewett and brought a tremendous package to the stage recently. Could be a good match. Sean and Nick were team members back when they both were Matt Jansen. John Jewett, he's still competing. He's not going to be a Mr. Olympia, but he seems to know what he's doing when it comes to bringing in conditioning. When he steps on stage, he brings in rock hard, solid, conditioned muscle consistently, and we saw what he did with Sean Clarita. Then I was watching a podcast, and it started to make me think a little bit. It was the Anabolic Mafia podcast. Dom Cardone, and I think the other guy's name is Chris Massaro. I'm sorry if I didn't get it right. No disrespect intended. They had on their podcast Chad Nichols and talked about a lot of different things. And Nick Walker came up in the conversation. And Chad Nichols had a few things to say. And he was asked, what would he do? Chad Nichols, the diet doc. He was asked, what would he do if he was working with Nick? What would he change to fix Nick? And first thing he said that gave Nick a compliment, saying that he's very regimented, very focused in what he's doing, and The first mistake people would make working with him is this is what needs to be fixed. This is what I'm going to do to fix it, and try to make him adapt to them. And Chad has a different attitude about it. Says, you don't make him adapt to your methods. You're going to adapt to him. Keep things simple. Like I said, he's very regimented, straightforward with his approach. You keep things simple with him. And Chad emphasized getting a lot of feedback from the athlete, Nick Walker, in this case. And that's the approach. You're not changing him. You're not imposing your methods on him. You're not making him adapt to you. You adapt to him. That was his attitude. That was his response when asked. Then, the reason why now I'm starting to think that, is there a possibility that Chad Nichols might be in the works as the next prep coach? Obviously, apparently, Chad Nichols' son, I believe it's his oldest son, knows Nick Walker and corresponds with Nick Walker. And I'm wondering now whether, I'm sure they probably talked in the past, considering that Chad's son is friends with Nick Walker on a personal level. I'm sure they probably talked in the past, and I would not be surprised if they have been talking as of recently, and who knows? I don't think Nick is doing his own thing right now, but I do think that he will settle in with someone. Who it's going to be, I don't know. Just threw out a couple of names, and why I speculate that it's possible he might end up going with Chad Nichols, but that's just speculation. You can agree or disagree with anything I've said in this video. Either way, let me know in the comment section. This is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.